Hi, I'm Gaz. I make videos about lots of different things, and in today's video I'm going to give you an update 1 year on from how I recovered from sepsis. So stay tuned to the latest episode of the G-Log.
Meet radio and television personality Gaz Reynolds, the founder of World Domination Records and Great Drive Driving School. Like, comment and subscribe to be part of the journey. This is Gaz Reynolds, the G-Log.
The G-Log album is now on sale worldwide. Get your copy now. Available at YouTube Music, Spotify and all major outlets around the world. Links in the description below. Welcome to another exciting episode of the G-Log. If you're new to this channel, I'm sorry if you came in because you saw the title Sepsis. That is what we're talking about today. I did suffer from sepsis and I almost died from it. Fortunately I survived, and that's really what made me start this vlog series. And you'll be surprised how many people I've actually been in contact with that have been in similar circumstances. Either they've got partners that have been sick from sepsis or are sick from sepsis, and people that have survived sepsis. And if you're a survivor, or if you're on this channel now watching this video because you've got a loved one that's got sepsis, I would love to hear any viewpoints or anything you want to say. Please leave your comments down below and give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, then if you're new to this channel, I'd appreciate a subscribe as well. Now, the reason why I'm making this video today is it's actually just over 1 year since I actually suffered from sepsis and almost died. Now, I have made a couple of videos about what actually happened to me. The first video that I made, I actually got 1,500 subscribers or more off of it, which I was quite surprised about because I only saw it yesterday, and that's what inspired me to make this this brief video today about just giving an update on what happened to me. Now, I didn't know that I had sepsis, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know what it was. And I had it for 3 weeks. I just thought I had a stomach bug, and I carried on going to work rather stupidly. I didn't go to the doctors or the hospital. Eventually I did go to my GP, and my GP did a blood test straight away. Luckily he was very, very good, and he contacted me immediately that day, and he said, because he put the blood test through as you know, some kind of emergency, and he said, we don't know what you've got, but it's something that you need to go to the hospital with now because we believe it's life-threatening. Well, I didn't listen. I carried on going to work thinking, oh, they don't know anything, I've just got a stomach bug. Well, as the days passed, I was getting worse and worse and worse. I just didn't know what was happening, and one day I just couldn't get out of bed, and that's when the ambulance was called. Now, the strange thing is, the ambulance service said, oh, you're not an emergency, it's going to be at least 4 hours before the ambulance arrives. Well, I couldn't get out of bed, so there was no way I was going to be able to get to the hospital any quicker by cab or anything else. I didn't know what was wrong with me, so I wasn't going to take the risk, so I just stayed in bed. Well, the ambulance turned up 5 hours later, and when they got me to the hospital, a doctor came to see me and said, you've got 2.5 hours to live, we need to do surgery. What? I was completely confused and shocked. Well, I ended up having emergency bowel surgery. Now, I don't want to worry you guys. If you suspect you've got sepsis, or you know someone who's got sepsis, get medical advice straight away. I rather stupidly didn't, and that's why I ended up in the situation that I was in. Now, thankfully for myself, my surgery can be reversed, and it will be reversed at some point next year. I actually saw the surgeon the other day, and they're very happy with my progress, and so I will be having surgery next year to basically, it's not very nice, the surgery that I'm going to have, but you know, the surgery did save my life. I won't go into detail now, but I have done another video on that if you want to check out my previous videos. The point that I'm trying to make is I want to create mass awareness of this very, very dangerous blood condition. Some call it an infection, others call it a disease. As I understand it, sepsis is a blood infection. So basically what happened with me is my bowel perforated, which apparently is a rare condition, and my blood got poisoned, so it was contaminated. And as I said, eventually I ended up in hospital, and what they had to do with me, as I understand it, is all my whole body was just shutting down. I had blood coming from everywhere, ears, eyes, nose, mouth, and other places as well, which I won't go into. And so I knew that it was very, very serious what was happening to me, but I just didn't know. Even when the doctors were explaining, I just didn't want to hear about it because I was just too ill. And anyway, I had the surgery. I was in hospital for a month. I was in intensive care. A lot of bad things happened to me. My lungs collapsed, and I had a heart attack and all kinds of things. So I was in intensive care for 4 weeks. So I feel very sorry for anybody that has to go through this, but I'm very fortunate because I'm a survivor, and that's why I decided to start this vlog series. Now, all my videos are not about sepsis, they're about the celebration of life, really. I'm sharing my life with my viewers, and so some of it's a bit wacky and a bit humorous, and others videos that I make are sort of quite serious. This is one of those serious ones which has got relatively little editing. But what I want to do is just create that mass awareness and share my experiences of what happened to me, and hear from you guys if you're going through something similar, if you're recovering from sepsis, or if you are going into surgery, or whatever's going on in your life. I would like to hear from you, and I'd love to hear your comments down below. That's just a quick update from me. I went through an awful lot. I don't want to start, playing the violin. Now, part of my recovery was, unfortunately, I got a lot of infections. So even when I was back home, I actually started getting a lot of infections, and fortunately I had a very good clinic that is literally just a few minutes away from my house. So they were seeing me on a daily basis, doing all my dressings and making sure that my medication was correct and that I was as well as could be. But as I said, I kept on getting these infections, so I kept on having multiple hospital admissions as well. Now, I've still got complications now because obviously it's a year on, but I had major surgery. Now, what makes my condition a little bit more complicated is that I have actually got a very complicated heart condition as well, which unfortunately runs with, it seems like, every member in my family. I've got the chronic version of it though, so that actually caused me to have a stroke about 15 years ago, and I actually went legally blind. No, that's not why I wear these dark glasses. I just wear these dark glasses because I always have done. Ever since I was a child, I always wore dark glasses. I suppose it's part of my image or whatever, because I was always into making videos and stuff. So, as you can see, I'm quite an open person, and I'm quite happy to share my life with others watching these videos. And so for me, I think what I want to do from these videos, as I said, educate other people, make mass awareness if I can of what sepsis is and what it can do. Don't take risks with your life. That's what I would say, because unfortunately on a couple of occasions I haven't responded and gone to see a doctor straight away when I felt ill. And I tell everyone now, don't do what I did, because then you might be putting your life at risk. I spoke to a lady the other day that fortunately she has survived sepsis, but she's unfortunately had all of her limbs amputated, and she's now got to adapt her life to having new limbs fitted and all kinds of physio and all kinds of stuff. She's such a lovely lady, and it was so nice talking to her, but she's very positive about life. She's still got her family beside her, and all of her friends are supporting her, and she actually makes videos as well. And so from my point of view, how I look at it is, yes, I put on a lot of weight because of my surgery. That was more to do, I think, with lack of motivation. I've done a video about that as well, but now I'm getting back into my fitness regime, and over the next few months I'm going to get that weight down so that I'm ready for my surgery next year. Now, as I said, there has been a lot of things that I've had to adapt and change in my life, but hopefully by watching my videos you can see that life does go on, and you can adapt, and you can live a full and healthy life, hopefully. and that's what I'm hoping to show with these videos. Now, some people might look at some of my videos and think, oh my god, he's crazy, but actually I'm just having fun, and I am naturally a little bit wacky anyway, but I have got a very serious side to me, and that's why I do a combination of you know, sort of wacky videos, humorous videos, serious videos like this one. Today's positive shout out goes to Fitbit Millionaire. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I know, but Fitbit Millionaire I was speaking to on my YouTube channel the other day. Unfortunately, his fiance has been in a coma for I think about 4 weeks now. They live in Malaysia, and she's got sepsis, and he was asking my advice and what I went through, etc. And you know, if you tune in, Fitbit Millionaire, I just want to give you a big thumbs up and wish you all the happiness in the future, and I hope that your fiance is doing well. I have sent you another message anyway, but hopefully you see this video as well. That's the end of today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.
Hi mortals, I'm Jesus. You can now purchase Gaz Reynolds Presents The G-Log, Album Volume 1 from Apple Music, Spotify, and all major outlets around the world. Includes the massive hits Electronic Kama Sutra, I Only Hear You, and Dark Lady. This is one heavenly experience you won't forget. By the way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification button so that you can watch every episode of the G-Log religiously.
Out now, Gaz Reynolds' new album, The Wedding Album, as featured on Big Review TV and Radio Harrow. Available at iTunes and all major outlets worldwide.